might be a different video today, right? Because today we're doing a story time. I ain't never done this on my channel before, but screw it, we're gonna do it right now. It was during college. I went to a party, right? I went to 3 parties while I was in college. I think this was the second one I went to. It was me and I think one of my other homeboys. I was chilling in my dorm, right? And I'm just scrolling on Instagram like I do because, I'm a bored college student. What am I gonna do? I see this post, this party going on at this place at this time, right? Obviously, that's how parties work. I'm not gonna lie, that last party, the first party I went to, it was not it. It was boring. It was a frat party. It was a frat party, and frat parties, for me, they're not it. And this was an actual party, so I'm like, okay, let me go to that. Let me go to that party. So I text him. I'm like, yo, you going to this party? He's like, yeah, of course I'm going to the party. So I'm like, all right, bet. You finna go to that party? All right, bet. I'm going. I'm getting ready, right? The party started at 10, right? Party starts at 10. Usual time for parties to start, right? I'm chilling. I took a shower. I'm getting my hair ready, put my cologne on, doing all this, doing all that, right? I was gonna bring a hoodie, but I'm not gonna front. If I go inside the party with a hoodie, it's gonna get hot immediately because everybody's hot breath. I'm gonna be dancing, cooking up in the dance circle, which I was doing, but I'll get to that. It was gonna be hot either way. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna bring a hoodie. I get an Uber. Mind you, I'm broke. I had to finesse my way to get an Uber. I'm not gonna say how I did it, but I finessed my way to get an Uber. I did pay for the Uber though. I did pay. I don't scam. Watch out. I get there early, right? I get there mad early because they said first 15 minutes, it's only $15, which $15? That's bread. I get to the party, I pay my 15, I get my little wristband John thing, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for my homie. I'm waiting for him because I'm like, okay, this is gonna get there late. I'm how people really be at the wall at a party. Like, I'm sitting there like these. There's a girl twerking over here. I'm like, I'm not even trying to go up and talk to people. There's drinks, but I don't drink. I'm chilling, right? Just on the wall, basically waiting for my friend to get there, right? And then before he gets there, I meet this dude. He's chill. He has something that you roll up in his hand, right? I was like, how'd you get that in? They told you. I seen one guy. He had a grinder in his hand, or he had a grinder in his pocket. They searched him. They found the grinder and they dumped out the grinder. So I'm like, how did you get that into the party? How'd you get that in? And then he shows me, he put the thing that you roll up in his hat. He put that in his hat. So I'm like, oh, that's actually a smart idea. And so I make friends with him. He's like the only person I know. He's like the only person that I know at the party, even though I just met him, right? So, okay. I'm cool. I'm chilling with him for a little bit. And then I don't even know where he went. He went to do his own thing, and then I went to go do my thing, right? And by my thing, I mean I'm saying I just went to go back on the wall and just sit there. Like, I was waiting for my friend. I didn't do anything at all. Fast forward like 20 minutes, I think. I'm like, yo, you on your way? He's like, yeah, I'm ready to pull up. I'm around the corner right now. I'm like, okay, bet that. You feel me? Like, I'm like, okay, bet that. So he's here. I'm getting more like confident because like he's on his way. So I'm like, all right, let me get my back off the wall and let me start going towards like the middle where everybody's dancing at. Because I'm not trying to sit on the wall the whole time, just sitting on my phone, scrolling back and forth through Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to actually, have fun, right? So I start going towards the middle, right? And you already know how that goes. As soon as I heard them playing Jersey Club, at this point, I wasn't the best. I wasn't the best dancer, so I was just hitting like, I was just hitting that type move, right? I'm just hitting normal moves. Nowadays, once I go back to school, it's up. He gets there, so now I'm even more like amped because he's at the front with the DJ. So like now we're all like chilling, doing this, doing that. We're chilling. Fast forward, I would say around like 12, still chilling, still doing the same thing. It's hot as beans. It's hot as beans in that party. I'm like drenched in sweat because for whatever reason, I sweat hella. I sweat so much, but now I'm even more drenched in sweat because I'm actually moving around, dancing, catching. You feel me? Like I'm there. At no point in this party did I like turn around to look at the back while I was at the middle because I didn't care. I'm focused on the music. I'm looking like towards the DJ, looking at the music, right? At no point did I turn around to see who's back there. Tell me why I turn around. I turn around like this. I'm like, let me show you what I see. It's not just one guy. There's 5 of them stanced up at the back wall, just doing that. I'm like, okay. Mind you, this is my first like party. Besides the frat party, I don't count that. It's my first like party. I continue dancing, I continue my thing, but I'm a little bit like, you feel me? I turn around a lot more because I peeped that they're all back there, right? So I'm like, okay, all right, let me keep my head on a little bit of a swivel. You feel me? It wasn't even 30 minutes later. It was like 25 minutes later. I hear something going on behind me. I turn around. Just scrapping. So I'm like, what could have caused me? What happened? It's just a party. We're all supposed to be chill, right? We're all supposed to be awesome and cool, right? So I don't understand what could have caused those people to get that upset. I'm not even gonna stay there and watch. So I started making my way out. The room we was in, it was like this. It was like this. It was like a small room. It was like it was just a square, but the door's right here, and where they were scrapping was like right here, basically right next to the door, kinda. A little ways away. I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna watch this. So I start going towards the door. I start walking out. And you walk out of the door, it's like a little ass hallway. It's like a little hallway. And then you go out into a bigger room, and then there's the doors. Right? So I'm like, all right, I'm just dipping. I'm just going. So I start walking out. I'm in that little ass hallway. I'm in that little hallway, and then I get to the bigger room. I didn't even turn around. I didn't freeze and shock. I didn't, boom, booked it immediately. I'm not even gonna try to turn around. So I book it. And luckily, I peeped it before the party even started. But my grandparents' house was actually right down the street from where that party was at. So I just book it straight to my grandparents' house. Didn't stop once until I got there. And I slept over there because one, I was too broke to afford an Uber back to campus. So I just stayed over at my grandparents' house. Next day, I went back to campus. And yeah, it was very, very interesting. It was a very interesting point because I had never been in like a situation like that before, where like I'm at a party. Everybody's heard stories about, going to a party and then the party getting, like everybody's heard stories like that. But I didn't think it was gonna happen to me. I didn't think I was gonna be in like a situation like that. I didn't think it was gonna happen. But what can you do? Yeah, I didn't go to a party after that for a good minute. That's my story time. Comment if you want to hear more stories. Make sure to like the video and sub. That's all from me for now. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.